Climate Change, Impacts and Mitigation. This presentation explores the critical environmental challenges of our time, including climate change, air pollution, ozone depletion, and waste management. It aims to raise awareness and provide strategies for creating a more sustainable future. Today, we're diving into some of the most urgent environmental challenges of our time, from rising global temperatures to overflowing landfills. These issues are deeply interconnected and affect not just the planet but our health, our economies, and our future. This presentation will walk us through key environmental threats and, importantly, the strategies that can help us build a more sustainable world. Unit 6 is all about the air we breathe, the climate we live in, and the waste we create. We're going to explore what causes air pollution and climate change, why the ozone layer matters, and how we can manage waste more sustainably. These aren't just abstract problems, they impact our daily lives in real and measurable ways. By the end of this session, you'll be equipped with knowledge about the causes and consequences of climate change, how pollution works, and what we can do about both. We'll also tackle misinformation and examine one of the biggest environmental success stories, the repair of the ozone layer, to see what lessons we can apply to climate change action today. When we talk about climate change, we're not just talking about a warmer day here or there. We're referring to consistent changes in global weather patterns over decades and centuries. These changes are largely driven by human activities, especially burning fossil fuels. The result? More extreme weather, rising sea levels, and shifting ecosystems. Climate change is fueled by several main drivers: greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane trap heat in the atmosphere. These come from burning coal, oil, and gas, but also from cutting down forests and intensive agriculture. Industrial production also plays a big role, especially when it lacks emission controls. The effects are already visible: melting ice caps, stronger storms, rising seas, and threats to food and water security. But it's also a health crisis. We're seeing more heat-related illnesses and the spread of diseases to new areas. Natural ecosystems are also being pushed beyond their ability to adapt, which can lead to species loss and habitat collapse. Mitigating climate change means reducing the amount of greenhouse gases we emit. That includes switching to clean energy sources like wind and solar, planting more trees, improving how we use energy, and enforcing international agreements like the Paris Accord. It's a global effort, but individual actions matter too. Air pollution is more than just smoke in the air. It's a mix of harmful gases and particles that we often can't even see. These pollutants come from cars, factories, and farms, but also from wildfires and even household products. Breathing in polluted air affects our lungs, our hearts, and even our brains. Some of the most dangerous pollutants are tiny, like PM 2.5, which can slip past our body's defenses and cause long-term damage. Others, like carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxides, come from combustion engines and power plants. And let's not forget volatile organic compounds. They're in many common products and can worsen indoor and outdoor air quality. Transportation is a huge contributor. Think of every car, bus, and truck on the road. Industry also plays a major role, releasing chemicals and particles into the air. Agriculture might surprise you, but livestock and fertilizers release methane and ammonia. And then There are natural events like wildfire and volcanic eruptions, which are becoming more frequent and intense with climate change. The ozone layer protects life on Earth by absorbing harmful ultraviolet rays, but for decades, chemicals like CFCs, once found in aerosol sprays and refrigerators, were breaking it down. The result was more UV exposure, which increased skin cancer rates and damaged crops and marine life. Fortunately, the world responded with unprecedented unity. The Montreal Protocol was signed in 1987 and successfully phased out many harmful substances. Thanks to these efforts, the ozone layer is healing. It's a powerful example of how coordinated global action driven by science can reverse environmental change. Waste is more than just trash. It's a major source of pollution and a missed opportunity to conserve resources. Poor waste management leads to air and water contamination, disease, and greenhouse gas emission. Managing waste properly is essential to achieving sustainability and protecting public health. So, how do we tackle waste? First, we reduce, use less, especially single use plastics. Then, we recycle and compost, which help us recover resources and keep organic material out of landfills. Even non recyclable waste can be turned into energy through safe technologies. Each of these steps contributes to a cleaner, more circular economy. Despite overwhelming scientific consensus, climate change denial still exists, often fueled by misinformation or misunderstanding. Some believe it's just a natural cycle or that we can't make a difference. But decades of data show clearly it's real, it's human driven, and action, even small, makes measurable difference. You don't have to be a scientist to make a difference. Being involved and informed is the first step. Then make changes where you can. Walk or bike more, reduce your energy use, recycle, and support leaders who prioritize environmental policies. Share what you learned, because the more people who understand, the more powerful our collective actions become. We face serious challenges, but we also have tools, knowledge, and examples of success. Whether it's air pollution, climate change, ozone depletion, or waste, the problems are solvable. Let's take what we've learned today and apply it in our daily lives, in our conversations, and in our communities to help create a more sustainable future for all. Thank you.